Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I, your mathematics teacher, Miss Amara, welcome you all here in mathematics class of grade 4. I hope, my dear students, you all are fine and safe and you all are enjoying your studies. My dear students, today we have to learn about the long division. As already we have started our topic division, and in our previous lesson we had learned about the terms and properties or facts of the division. And in our previous lesson we have revised all the divisibility rules from number 2 till number 10. And I hope that you all remember the divisibility rules, the terms of division and the properties of division. So today we are going to start with how we can do the long division. To start our lesson, first of all, we have to go through the objectives of our today's lesson. Dear students, the objectives of our today's lesson are: after this lesson, we shall be able to determine the division as dividing objects into equal groups. We shall be able to define the terms like dividend, divisor and quotient. We shall be able to recognize the division as the opposite of multiplication. Dear students, before starting the method of long division, first of all, we should know about the long division. Do you know what is the long division? Yes, dear students, long division is a method used for dividing large numbers into groups or parts. As we all know that division is the process of dividing the things in fair sharing. So, in the long division, whenever we have the bigger numbers or the larger numbers, we have to divide them into groups or parts. Then we use the method of long division. Just like all division problems, a large number, which is the dividend, is always divided by another number that is called as divisor, and it gives us a result that is called the quotient, and sometimes we are getting our remainder. My dear students, we should know about the parts of long division. I hope you all know about the parts of long division. Here are the terms related to a division, and that terms are also considered as the parts of long division. They are the same terms that are used in our regular division like dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. And if you all recall your memory, in our previous lesson we had studied that the dividend is the number which has to be divided. Divisor is the number which will divide the dividend. Quotient is the result or the answer of division. Remainder is the leftover part or the number left after certain steps that cannot be divided further. My dear students, before starting the process of long division, we should know how to do long division. I hope many of the students know that how they can do this process. So let's go through the long division step by step. The first step is to take the first digit of the dividend. My dear students, always keep it in your mind. To divide the number, always we have to take the highest place value of the dividend first. Check if this digit is greater than or equal to the divisor. In the second step, divide it by the divisor and write the answer on top as the quotient. In the third step, subtract the result from the digit and write the difference below. In the fourth step, bring down the next number if you have any number. In the fifth step, you have to repeat the same process. Dear students, I have tried to write all these steps in a tabular form. You can see that in the first step we have to divide, in the second step we have to multiply, in the third step we have to subtract, and in the fourth step we have to bring down. And if you have more digits in the dividend, then we have to repeat the process. My dear students, you can see the example here that how we can do the long division step by step. According to the first step, here the dividend is 753 and divisor is 6. So, in the first step we have to divide, so we have to choose the highest place value of the dividend, that is 7. Which means we have to divide 7 by 6. In the second step, we have to multiply. So we have to think that which number goes into 7. So if we multiply 6 by 1, we are getting 6, that is smaller than 7. My dear students, we cannot write the bigger digit under that because after that we have to subtract. After the subtraction, you can see that we are getting 1 and 1 is less than 6. So it means we cannot divide it. We have the more digits in the dividend, so we have to bring down. Again, we have to repeat the process until we are getting any remainder, or we are dividing the dividend completely. Let's try one example that how we can do the process of long division. Here we have 540 divided by 17. To begin the division, ask how many times 17 goes into 5? No, 5 is less than 17. So let's take the next digit with it. Now it is 54. So ask how many times 17 goes into 54? We must figure out by estimating. The answer is 3 because 17 times 3 is 51. We can write 17 times 4 is 68 because 68 is bigger than 54. So 17 times 3 will be 51. 3 we have to write in the quotient at the top of the division. Now we have to subtract according to the second step. 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. Now we can see that 3 is less than 17 and we have one digit in the dividend. So we have to bring down the 0. Now we have to think that how many times 17 goes into 30. You can see, dear students, 17 times 2 is 34. That is greater than 30. So we should write 17 times 1 is equals to 17. Now again we have to subtract, and when we subtract 17 from 30, we are getting as 13. We don't have any more digit in the dividend that we can bring down, and 13 is less than 17. So this means 13 is the remainder. My dear students, we can check our answer also by multiplying the quotient with divisor, and we have to add the remainder in the answer. So here, if we multiply 17 by 31 and we add 13 in that, we are getting the same dividend, that is 540. My dear students, I hope you understood the process of long division. Now here are some points that we have to remember always. The dividend is always greater than the divisor and the quotient. The remainder is always smaller than the divisor. For division, the divisor cannot be 0 because we cannot divide any number by 0. The division is repeated subtraction. So we can check our quotient by repeated subtraction as well. We can check the quotient and the remainder of the division using the division formula. That is, dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. If the remainder is 0, then we can check our quotient by multiplying it with divisor. If the product is equal to the dividend, then the quotient is correct. So, dear students, let's end our lesson with this beautiful saying: if you are making mistakes, it means you are out here doing something. So, I hope you understood and you will not afraid of mistakes. Thank you, my dear students. Take care. Allah Hafiz.